Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Botania, Garden of Glass. This is episode 46, and what we are doing today is probably going to change, but what we're going to do for now is go around to a place we left off last episode, and you'll see I've kind of butchered it up a bit, ironically, because this is almost a meat, a butcher in its own right, it makes meat. So what we are doing here is we're going to just check this. Are there only 2 cows there? Yes, that is the case. Okay, well, this will have to get done at some later stage. We'll grab some wheat out here, feed these 2. So those just aren't getting fed by the polydesiac. Come on. There we go. No. Hopefully they've got a little baby cow around there somewhere. Now, what I was going to say was, why we are going to change this perhaps, is what I was planning to do today was either one of 2 things. Thing number 1, getting this all sorted and then doing something else. Thing number 2 was to try and sort out that little thing that I mentioned last episode about the cocoon of caprice. Sorry. Oh man, I gotta eat. See, this happens when you've got the flugel tiara. You never know how fast you're going, and when you slow down, you forget to eat. So good thing we saw that. Now, what I was saying. This over here, however, is not having any luck. We can get, for instance, redstone to get pulled out of here. But when we move a chest over here, which I don't have now because I've kind of cleared them out, you can't get the redstone. You can't move anything to the system on this magenta line here. The same thing goes for everything traveling along this way to here, which means there's 2 issues there. Issue number 1, we can't do that, the cocoon of caprice thing, because we need pumpkins. And we can't send pumpkins. And the other thing is, over here, we've run out of seeds. See? No seeds. It needs seeds, but we don't have any. So there are the 2 issues we have. I will try and get that working across the episode. If we can get this working, we will go for this. If not, we've got something else in plan. So, I'll get those things together, see how we go. If we are lucky, we'll be doing that. If not, we've still got something else awesome planned, so let's get to that. Alright, so I didn't manage to fix up those things back there. That's alright. We've got other things we can do, so you can see, have a look at my mana bar at the bottom there. It's still busy going up, so we've got enough mana. We've got enough mana to fly after. I've just filled up these 2 things there and there. And what we are going to do now is we're going to quickly get our Terra shatterer to have an enchantment on it, being we wanted to have the Fortune 3 enchant. So we've got 2 Fortune 2 books. Easy done. And then what we can also do over here is I want to fill up these pools a little bit more because we don't have too much mana in there. We don't have a way of getting mana there aside from doing it like this. And I can't remember if I've taken... Yeah, that's working. That's working beautiful. We should have an efficiency book in here somewhere. Fire protection. If not, it's in one of the chests down at the bottom. Efficiency 4. Have another efficiency 4? That would be great. Our lure, protection, knockback, looting. Oh, no more efficiency 4s. Oh, wow. Well, I guess we're going to have to just stick with one efficiency 4 book then. That's alright, and that's alright. Good. So, if you guys haven't seen, I'm sure most of you have seen what I'm about to do, which is enchanting using the mana enchanter. Now, we've got our rank S Terra shatterer, and you can see it's kind of moved a little bit. Very, 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 very little, but it has moved. And let me just do this, because I think, if I remember correctly last time, this didn't work quite as planned. So that is our Fortune 3. That is that one. Now all we have to do is we go. Yep. That's it. Looks so pretty. I like that. Now I think we are good to take these. Alright. Pretty cheap enchantment, if I say so myself. Yeah, I don't know why my game's going like that. Can you see how it takes up the whole thing there? Some things, but that one doesn't. I do not understand, but that's alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'll quickly show you what I'm about to do. And this is almost kind of a taking care of business type thing, but yeah, we've got a bunch of coal. Also got a bunch of iron, which we can't do too much about breaking that. We can break those, break those, break those. I may as well break them. So yeah, this is going to come in really handy for that, because if you remember, I don't know if I actually end up filming it, I can't remember, this was too long ago, probably like 20 episodes ago, where I just kept going down here, just breaking with this one here. which it worked well. Just now we can do it 10 times better. So I'm going to get to that, and let's check what goes on. Alright, so now we are going to try something which I have not done before, and I don't know how this is going to plan out, so let's do that. And we'll put on this random carpus here. Okay, cool. Alrighty. How far is that going? That's going that far, so we could probably just take this out. Like that. How far is that now? Has that made it the whole way? I don't have my rod of the... Okay, cool. We don't have the wand of the forest, sorry. I think it was up to about there. Whoa, my fingers were not on the right keys. So there, that's the first step. Now, have a look at what's going to happen. So as soon as we drop some things over there, should work, they get placed. So we should be able to get these all kind of stacking up. Hopefully this will work. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to place one of these down around there with that and that. Oh, we do that. Do that. That should be enough for now. What I'll do is I'll just keep going on this and we'll see what happens. Oh, it's alive. It's doing things. Oh, now it's just time to wait. I'll be back. Okay, so here is all the coal. Oh man, that took me so much longer. The random carpets helped me up to about there, and then I had to do the rest myself. And it actually takes quite a bit of time. Now the next thing. Coal finished. Nothing imported in there. Did we do it? Yeah, let's do it. So I have created a mob spawner. Oh, this is gonna be a bit of fun. Did someone just get hit? Alright, I think we should probably go sleep. Okay, here it is. Oh man, I've missed out a few blocks. That's alright, there's probably a few gaps in the middle. Yeah, this is the most elegant way we could come up with to get rid of all this stuff. Okay, this will be a bit of fun. This will be a bit of fun, so let's get to it. We've got that on. Check. Check. We have to actually do this. Now, question, does this work horizontally? It sure does. That reach everything? No, we have to go one more. Okay, this is working alright. Damn sight quicker than before. Oh man. Okay, well, that was quick. That was very quick. How many do we get there? We've got... Oh man, look at all that. And we also destroyed our random carpus. Okay, keep going. Let's see. Come on. I don't want to go right through the floor, specifically now that we've... Oh. Gotta get close. Gonna be close now. Oh no, not even close yet. So those all getting picked up there. Good. Man, look at that. Oh man. This is actually a bit of fun, I must admit. It's a bit of fun getting rid of this stuff and trying out new things that I haven't tried here before. Look at all that. Are these full yet? No. Are they getting full? No, not really. Alright. They not falling through the floor? No? Good. Well, I will finish this off. Alright guys, so I'm pretty much at the end and I realized something. We only had efficiency 4 on that. So I was looking, I was like, where did all my diamonds go? Yep, that's what happened. Very sad. Look at that. Oh man. Oh man. Oh well. And we don't have our darn wand of the forest. Could this get any better? Well, this is my chest where I've been storing stuff in. Over here, we've got some stuff. Try to figure out what we're about to do after this. But for now, this is just a bit of fixing up. I don't actually know why that didn't go on. I'm fairly certain that we're both in range of this. So what we'll do is we'll go up the top here and do it properly. So we'll, well, 100%. Drop those two. And no. Man. Why? Okay, there we go. Well, there we go. There we go. Noise. Come on. There we go. Please, please, please have fortune. Why is it only putting efficiency? That is so weird. It should be doing both. Let's just try putting that on and just the fortune 3 book. So we do that. And we do that. So it is picking up the fortune 3 book. Yep. I mean, that's the only book there that it could possibly chat with. Okay, that's very strange. Now, I think we've only got a few diamonds left. Oh, man. And a spider jockey, really? Alrighty, now that is all done. I'm fairly certain maybe there's a ghost block lying around here somewhere. I don't know. We'll find out next time we log. So let's check what we've got here. We've got all this. And I'm beginning to think we really, really missed out on a lot of coal, a lot of redstone, a lot of diamonds, lapis and emeralds. Because we've only got these 2 chests. And really, this whole bunch came from that last little bit. So we definitely missed out on quite a few things. Now what I'm thinking we could probably do is go put that into the exo flame. And I'll explain to you what is going to be happening with the stuff in this chest. Now, this isn't everything we need, but it is a lot of it. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to be making ourselves a mana glass farm, an automatic mana glass production facility. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to have it automatically produce mana glass whenever we need it. So, well, we're actually going to make it, instead of actually whenever we need it, kind of. What we're going to do is produce enough that we have it for when we need it, if that makes sense. So, we're going to be using I don't even think I have one of them, a Corporea crystal cube like we did over there before. But we want it to only stop the production when we've got a fairly large amount of mana glass. You can see these ones are all kind of stacked up there. And we've got them only going 1, or well 2 I think it is. It only does 2 petals. Oh, 1 petal, sorry. It only needs 1 to be switched on. That's right, because it does 2 at a time. My bad. So when we put this out further, the signal will go further, and then we will need to produce more before that'll catch up with the system that we're about to build. So the way we're going to tackle this system is kind of the way I like to tackle things, and I'll do them sort of, well, the way I like to tackle problems is starting at the end, and again, twice in one episode, starting at the end, and then working our way backwards. So we're going to start off with the conversion, then go to the next, go to the next, go to the next, and eventually we should have everything lined up to get everything going. It's actually going to be a bit more work than you'd think, but I think it's about time we get to it. Okay, so I have been having a few troubles with my computer again, and they're not big time computer troubles. They're pretty much my fault because I kind of wanted to watch back a clip and then it messed up and it didn't record stuff, and nothing really happened. So that's great. Now what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to explain this again, because I did explain this in that clip, and then I wondered why the clip wasn't working, and yeah, that was it. Never mind. Nothing too complicated. So I want to quickly explain, as I said, what is going to be happening in this little bit of stuff that we're going to do. So we want mana glass, and mana glass comes from glass in a mana pool. Glass comes from smelting sand. We know that. We're going to use an exo flame to smelt that sand, and the sand comes from cobblestone with an alchemy catalyst mana pool. And these will all make sense. If this doesn't make sense to you, it will hopefully make sense by the end of it. Now, to get cobblestone, there's no good way. We're not going to punch the grass. We're not going to turn netherrack into cobblestone. The way we're going to do it is we're going to make a cobble gen. So that's what we've got this for. That's what we got that for. And it's pretty much the same as, whoa, that there. That one there. With a little bit of a modification, because we want this to only turn on when we need mana. Oh, well, mana glass. Sorry. Also, strategically, it is placed over here. Now, the reason for that is because we are having those issues over there. Not only that, we've got mana that comes through here all the time, so this will definitely work all the time. And yeah, that's pretty much the reasoning behind it. So we may as well get started with a few things. Well, I've got a few things in my inventory already. We're gonna need a few more, but we'll start with these. So we need that because that will be the dropping mechanism for this pool here. And you can see there's actually an alchemy catalyst below this, by the way. If you were wondering, we're going to need a spark for that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be dropping into this pool some cobblestone. The cobblestone goes in there. We also need sand, but we don't have any sand just yet. So, sorry, glass. We don't have any glass on us just at the moment. So that won't be dropping in there anytime soon. We're also going to need to then work out kind of the place we want our other thing being the cobble gen. We could probably put it around here. Probably around here. Now that's pretty much the all that I can do. I see now that I'm looking at it. Do that, and then we can place that around maybe there. Maybe there. We're going to need a few extra flames for that, and yeah. Yeah, I've kind of overlooked a few things here. So, tell you what, I will build some stuff, and I will be back. Alrighty, guys. This is about an hour later, and immediately after I stopped recording, I ran into a little bit of an issue. And I'm sure you can see this. Now, there's a few problems with this. You can see what has... Oh, let me quickly explain to you what happened. Okay. So, first of all, this chunk over here was where we were busy doing that stuff. Now, all well and good. The next thing was, I decided to place... I moved the furnace up. I placed a living wood funnel under the furnace into an open crate. And then I started... Well, the game crashed. And then I started trying to figure out what was the problem. When I read the crash, it was to do with the living wood funnel. It hasn't happened before, so it's very strange that this happened. And it appears the solution that I managed to come up with that fixed it is to delete the entire chunk. And quite inconveniently, that entire chunk is in this area where the slime farm was. And in fact, currently our only source of mana. So we probably will have to, I used MC Edit to do that. I wonder if I just take, because the previous backup was nowhere near close enough. I would have had to fix up a lot of that stuff. And yeah, I mean, we'd rather just do this than fix that. Aside from that, if I just used MC Edit, I wonder if I could maybe paste, I know it seems a bit cheaty, but I mean, it was here before. Just paste that last save in here. Hopefully that will work. I might give that a try. Alrighty, it looks like it's even better. I managed to, it looks like, recover that chunk. No. Man, you serious? For reals? And I'm gonna die. Surely. Okay, good, I didn't. Okay, well, let's hope this doesn't come back to bite us in the end. Now, I have managed to recover this stuff as far as I can see. I also saw there was a skeleton with armor around here. Yep, they are still there. But you're no match for me, buddy. You're no match for me. Let's say goodbye. There we go. So yeah, I managed to delete those blocks. You can see that's where I had the furnace, the open crate, and the living wood funnel. I just decided I'll get rid of all of them. And instead, I didn't realize, by the way, in MC Edit, I'm not really familiar with it, so I didn't realize you could delete the blocks, the entities, and the ticks. And it seems that was what happened. I just had to delete the ticks, and I just deleted the blocks and entities as well with it, because, I mean, I hope nothing messes up here. I hope that works. I'm sure it will. If it's going now, it looks like it'll be fine. And, yeah. Now, there are two important lessons to be learnt about this today. Okay, these lights aren't... Why is the... Okay, so it's obviously just needs an update. Yeah, there are some very important lessons to be learned. Back to those lessons. One is, always back up your worlds. Very regularly. And I missed, I think it's 2 or 3 episodes. So that would have been great if I'd updated, if I backed up after episode 45. But yes, we didn't. So, lesson learned there. Next lesson is just keep on doing whatever you need to do to be able to then fix up your stuff. Because eventually, you feel like you're giving up. You really do. You're like, oh man, I'm just sick of this. Why is it not working? Why has that zombie got a bow in his hand? But yeah, eventually, you'll work it out. You will work it out eventually. So, there. Good lessons to be learnt. Now, around here, is there like a reload chunks F3A, was it? F3S? Oh, damn. What happened? Maybe there's a reload lighting or something. I'll have to Google these things. Make sure we can fix it up. So, yeah, I think I've learnt my lesson. Are those lights working? Yeah, I think that is. I think that is the case. So yeah, we'll go and fix up this slime farm, and then we'll be back to what we were doing. Well, 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 guys, it's been quite the day. Oh man, I've just gone around. I've got F7 on if anything does end up looking a bit weird. If we do end up seeing some yellow crosses around the place. But yeah, there's a lot of lighting issues since I've changed over. With in particular just needing to be updated. So all I do is I place a light source in there, and that seems to be working. Another thing, we lost one of the hopper hawks. Dang it, but that's all right. It's just a bit annoying to make them again, so we're probably gonna have to sort that out next episode. Maybe create a automatic flower maker for us. That'll be done when we can get that done. So that's kind of the thing. So we need to get that done, so we can get that done, so we can get what I just spoke about done. But now let's have a look at what we want here. So we've got this whole system here, and this is going to do everything from the cobblestone to make it into mana glass. So all we have to do is put in cobblestone here. So to test the concept, let's drop some cobblestone. That should get picked up there and dropped to make us some sand. The sand should get picked up and put into there. To there. Where'd it go? Oh, you know what? That's the problem. There we go. We fixed that. So the sand goes in there, drops down there, and that would have created some glass, by the way. That drops down into there. We've got some mana glass in there, so we'll test it out again. Just make sure that gets picked up. Bam. Smelted. Wait a second. Come on. Bam. Taken. In there. Perfect. Now we're going to have to add some more extra flames, I think, because these aren't going to be able to keep up. We're going to get a backup of cobblestone and a backup of sand if we do this. So maybe we'll do something sneaky and maybe fill up a few things just in case, because it should be able to handle once we have got a full chest. But when we've got the whole chest, the way it's going to work is it's just going to take a while before it catches up, but it's going to continue making cobblestone to try to keep up with that. So the way it basically controls it is with cobblestone, if that makes sense, which it will. So I'll just chuck this whole stack and see what happens. Okay, now we should see these slowly but surely just kind of pop out. Yeah, that's working. That's good. Concept approved. Now we'll go to the back of this and we'll make the next little piece. And man, everything's kind of looking up. Yeah, so I'll be back. Alrighty, now we're back. I've done a few trips to the nether for lava, for everything we need today, apparently. It's just all in the nether. Another thing, oh man, we one short. One of these short. Dang it. We're going to have to go grab another one. Because we definitely will need it. So let's go head downstairs and grab that. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to connect up the Corporea Crystal Cube now. And the way we're going to have to do that is going to be a little bit sneaky. Yeah, okay, we don't have enough. Fair enough. So, wait, what? Pressed R and it fixed up the inventory. There we go. There we go. Running a bit short on that redstone. I probably should put that other stuff in our system. There we go. That should be enough. Let's make sure before we go, we definitely have everything we need. Good. Good. And in fact, actually, we don't have everything we need. We needed one of those. Like so. Perfect. Now, what we're going to do is we don't want it to always have that one signal that we were talking about, that one redstone signal. Else we're just going to keep getting more and more of these, of this mana glass being produced, or we're just going to have one in our system. So we need to figure out how we're going to do this properly. And the way that I must admit, I didn't think of this. This was actually the creator of Botania that has given me, well, said this in our Corporea video, which was way a long time ago, Corporea tutorial. So Vazki said, why don't you just put a chest with the correct amount of items in it, and then put this one on subtract mode, which is absolutely amazing. How was that? How did I not think of that? It's like one of the most obvious things out. So There we go. We've got our corporate crystal cube. We've got this going into here. So say, for instance, we had these in here. We need to also just connect it up. I don't know if there's actually a connection over here. No, definitely not. We're going to have to put another chest in the way. Hopefully that'll work. So hopefully. But yeah, we're not going to have to change over. We're going to store everything in this chest up here. So that will be fine. We don't need to worry about anything just at the moment in terms of it not connecting up with the magenta. Because they're going to stay as the white dots there. So basically what's going to happen is, say for instance we had one item in there. You can see that's now powered this piston. And that piston's closed. So that's kind of good. And in fact, I'm kind of thinking backwards now. If that was the case, it would open. We'd actually need to invert this if I wanted to do it this way. So what happens if I inverted it the other way? I must admit, I haven't thought this far. So let's do this. Swap them around. So we'll put the chest in over here. We will put this over here. So, okay, that will make sense. So if we put, for instance, 5 of these in the chest, it's got to come over 5 before that will go out again. So we've just inverted it. Perfect. And if that doesn't make sense to you, maybe it will after I've done this. So we've got lava in there already. That will create some stone at the bottom there. Just give it a second. There we go. And this over here will click every few seconds, however many seconds we set it to. We might just set it to 1 for now and see how this goes. So you can see, that's going to just keep breaking cobblestone. Perfect. So as long as that's open, we're going to have this running, creating cobblestone. As soon as that closes, you can see, for instance, let's power this, so we'll do that. That won't work. Maybe we will, yeah, pretend that's powered, that's extended. You know that no lava is going to fall in there. But yeah, that's basically the idea. Now all we'll need to do is connect this up, get the correct amount of items that we want. So let's say we wanted, I don't know, maybe a signal strength of 4 or something easy. We'll work it out. We'll just put a wad of items in and see how it goes. So yeah, I'll be back once I've figured out all these things. It actually kind of looks a bit strange, but yeah, this should work. Okay, so I've done another attempt now. It's all kind of a big mess, and hopefully this will kind of work. It should work now, I would assume, although I've said that 100 times. Now, let's see if this does. The main issue is just that block being burnt, so I don't understand that. I really don't. That's very weird. I get the feeling it's because that lava is kind of running and that's updating a bit quicker than in the other places. So that means we're going to have to probably do some other tricky redstone to make our dispenser dispense it instead of the piston. I thought the piston trick would be pretty good. I must admit, I thought the piston would be a pretty awesome trick to have had, but yeah, I guess not. I guess we're going to have to just kind of figure something out now. Get it to be on a switch for when it comes on, when it comes off. I mean, that's not the worst of things. It's just a bit, it takes up a bit more space. But for today, guys, I've had quite a bit of setbacks, so I'm pretty much on the end of how far I can record. So I'm going to have to go. I'll probably fix this up after this. So between this episode and the next, hopefully we'll get this all working. And next episode, oh man, hopefully we'll have everything back to normal. But thank you very much, guys. I apologize for everything happening. Things like this will happen, but it's how we fix them, and we've managed to fix it, so that's great. I must admit, I was very worried, but we got over it. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.